So right now the Patriots are 7-2, and they're about to play the 6-2 Bucks. And this is an insane Patriots squad. I gotta give a huge shout out to Drake May because he's been killing it. And I thought, what better than to give him Randy Moss in his prime, right? Because Patriots squad's already 7-2. I was thinking about adding Tom Brady, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, we don't need Tom Brady. They got Drake May, okay? So we got Randy Moss, we got Stephon Diggs, we got Douglas, and we got Kendrick Bourne. So an already dominant squad is going to get even more dominant. As always, when I do these videos, I have to force advance all the way up to week 10. So, for example, you see week 10, none of these games are forced advanced, but week 9 and before they are. This way I can have an updated schedule. So, let's go ahead and see how they do. So, Patriots, Buccaneers. Will Randy Moss be that guy? Okay, they lost. 1-8 Jets. Yeah. They have one win because they beat the Bengals. That's my team. And the Patriots lost to the Jets. Okay. Now they play the 3-7 Bengals. They lost to the 3-7 Bengals. What is going on here? Wait, what am I missing? How did I add Randy Moss and now this team sucks? Can I get like a do-over? Can I take away Moss? So far, Moss has less than 100 yards and a touchdown. Wait, hold up. Why is he not being utilized at all? Is he not wide receiver 1? He is wide receiver 1. So Drake May's just not throwing to him? I mean, 100 yards still, but like not much. They lost to the Giants. They went 7-2 to 7-6. All right, coming out of their bye week. 11-2 Bills. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance on that one. Ravens game. Destroyed. Jets again. They beat the Jets in the second time around. 5-11 Dolphins. They won and they missed the playoffs by one game. What in the absolute fluff did I just witness in my life? They lost to the Jets, who suck. Okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to do a second sim because I don't know. Okay, he had almost 400 yards, which is insanely crazy. All right, we're going to do a second sim because I don't know what the heck I just watched, but that was some EA fluffery at its finest. So let's try this again. Sometimes the second sim could always be better. Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is, which fixes a little bit of the issues. All right, Randy Moss added to the New England Patriots. You know what? Maybe we're gonna do something here. We're gonna go to depth chart, and let's go to slot receiver. That's Stephon Diggs. Okay, we're gonna make. Hold up, let me do it like this. Randy Moss as there. Okay, so Randy Moss is gonna be the slot receiver. Maybe this will get him more involved. Hopefully. They win against the Bucks. Okay, this is maybe more realistic. They still lose to the Jets. How do they keep losing to the Jets, bro? Now the 4-6 Bengals. They beat the 4-6 Bengals. Okay. Now they play the 2-10 Giants. They lose to the 2-10 Giants. Maybe Madden just hates the Patriots, which is so ironic to say. So now they play the 9-4 Bills in New England. They lose that game. They play the 7-7 Ravens in Baltimore. They lose that game. They play the 5-10 Jets. They win that game. Then they play the the Dolphins. They lose to the Dolphins, so they go 10-7. Dude, this video was not supposed to go like this. Okay, putting him as a slot receiver got him the exact same amount of yards, by the way. He just doesn't like to throw to Randy Moss, apparently. That's what I'm getting out of all this is Drake May just does not like throwing to Randy Moss. He'll throw to Randy Moss more than he throws to Kendrick Bourne, but that's not saying much. So, I mean, is he getting, like, is it a sack thing? 49 sacks? That's a lot of times getting sacked. 15th ranked offense. Defensively, they were 5th. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, so playoff picture as followed. Can't believe it took 2 Sims to get to the playoffs with this team. They win the first playoff game. Okay. See, I can get behind this. Okay, so 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not bad. Randy Moss had 6 receptions, 63 yards, and a touchdown. See, that's what you want to see out of a Hall of Fame receiver on your squad. That's what you want to see. Broncos game. They lost. Okay. Okay, they lost. It is what it is. How many interceptions? Drake May had 0. Okay, good. Randy Moss had 5 receptions, 74 yards. So, he did do something. In the end, it's going to be Broncos probably in the Super Bowl here unless the Bills shock the world, and they don't. So, Broncos go to the Super Bowl versus the Packers. This would be a great Super Bowl because Tom Grossi and Brian Perna would be awesome with that. But, yeah, so that's what we got in the end. Let me know your thoughts, opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.